What's going on, guys? Andrew back here again today with another episode of Newcastle Career Mode, and this time we're going to take on two more Premier League teams in our quest to finish in the top four. And the first game of the day is against Aston Villa. Last episode, we finished off playing Manchester City, winning the first game 1-0, reversing fortunes from real life where Newcastle actually lost 2-0. And we get things started off here in the 4th minute, Newcastle passing the ball around. This was a pretty frustrating game, to be quite honest with you guys. No real chances happened during this game. It was kind of like, if you get a chance, you gotta take it, but we really didn't get any chances. And as you can see, the first real chance happens just 27 minutes in the game with Dybala running down the wing, trying to cross the ball, but it actually gets deflected out corner, but nothing really comes of the corner. It was just a really frustrating game. It was hard to get anything going in the match. As you can see here from the corner kick, we gotta get a half chance. Aston Villa clears the ball, but it was just a hard game to get anything going. Aston Villa wasn't really going for it. Every time they went forward, it was like 2, 3 guys. If they took chances, but not enough for us to get on the counter or do much in the game. See, as you can see here, halftime comes out, 0-0 still. Pretty boring game. 0 shots for both teams. It was just a game to forget about, honestly. This game was just really tough to play. First chance of the second half for us comes just 3 minutes after kickoff. Kondogbia cuts the ball back to Dybala, but it's dealt with pretty easily by Villa. And just 10 minutes later, Villa's on the attack. They cross the ball in. Vyman misses the header. It's kind of just a little scramble around the net, and Dirk Kuyt ends up with the ball and just kind of kicks the ball right at the net. I mean, Aston Villa weren't that great of a team, to be honest with you. We should have taken all 3 points, but things open up a little bit right now after Ron Vlaar with a nasty challenge on Remy Cabella actually gets sent off for that challenge, which I was hoping things would open up a little bit after the game, but we really didn't take our chances that well. I mean, Aston Villa, like I said before, were just staying back. They were kind of parking the bus, a la Chelsea. Best chance of the game right here for us. Cabella, one-on-one with Brad Guzan. Can't put the ball past him at the near post. I was really hoping he would do that because chances were coming sparingly. Even with Aston Villa a man down, they were just sitting back, not doing much. And yeah, this game was just really, really frustrating. It was a really disappointing game. And right here, we're just trying to make a couple substitutions. Maybe things can change the fortune for us. Maybe we can grab a late winner, try and take all 3 points here at Villa Park. And this chance right here was far and away our best chance of the game to snag all 3 points. It was just, like I keep saying, it was a very, very disappointing game. We had some chances, we just did not take them. Right here, Yama crosses the ball into Dybala. Surely not. I cannot believe he didn't put that away. It was just a clear-cut chance, wide open on the near post. And just, I mean, to be fair, Guzan had that covered pretty well, but if that's on target, you never know. He might spill the chance, and we might be able to pounce on the rebound and put it home. Like I keep saying, very, very disappointing game, but I'm glad it's over. And here now, QPR comes back with the 8.8 counter offer for Fabrizio Colacini, and they accept it. So we're going to go looking for a new right mid, Florian Thauvin from Marseille. Great young player, 77 overall, I think he is. And they actually want 15 million for him. But we're going to come back with a $10 million counter offer because I don't really want to pay the $15.5 million because, to be honest with you, I don't have that kind of money. So if they accept the $10.5 million offer I think I put in, that's great. And it was actually 10 million. They accept it, and I wanted to get him right into the first 11. So I offer him a crucial first team player, $60,000 per week. And hopefully he accepts that on the day that we play Crystal Palace so we can get him straight into the team. And what do you know? Accepted $60,000 a week, $10 million. Honestly, that's a great little buy. In a couple years' time, if we don't want him, we can probably sell him for 15, 20 million. And here we go, Thauvin straight into the first team. We're just adjusting the bench a little bit for next game against Palace because I wanted to absolutely smash Crystal Palace because that last game against Villa was just too disappointing. We need to get back into form. if we're going to be challenging for that top four position with the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Everton, Chelsea, all those guys, we're going to need to be winning those types of games. We can't be dropping points so early on the season. I mean, granted, it's the second game of the season, but to have 6 points after the first two games, that would have been great. And this is our perfect chance to grab 3 points against the probably relegation side against Crystal Palace. And we're working the ball pretty well around here. This was a much better game, in fact. We get an early chance here through Kondogbia, and like I mentioned last episode, Kondogbia gets up quite a lot, which is very nice because it's always great to have another player who's willing to go forward and go back. Kind of like a young Yaya Toure. Actually, that might be a bit of a stretch, but 10th minute here, Cabela gets taken down in the box. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for us. A penalty early on in the game. Only yellow card for Scott Dan, but I thought it was going to be a red. But on the second look, yellow card was probably fair. Red would have been pretty harsh here. And the captain, I got to change that. He just joined the team, can't be captain. Nonetheless, captain steps up, sends the goalie the wrong way, and St. James Park breathes a sigh of relief. That is great for the team to get off to a fast start and ease the nerves throughout the team. I mean, with the way the last game went, drawing 0-0 away. I mean, away granted at Aston Villa, but Aston Villa is not the greatest team. We all know that from real life how they're doing. But I don't know. It was just nice to get off to a quick 1-0 lead, just to make things a little bit easier on the team, making maybe Palace opens up a little bit. We can get 2 or 3 goals maybe, and just really show our dominance and let the whole Premier League know that we mean business. Join the top four, and that was an absolute rocket from Czech Tiote. The Ivorian comes oh so close to making it 2-0 there with the rocket of a shot that cannons off the underside of the bar. And that's kind of how the first half ends. I mean, no one else really got any more clear cut chances, but I was just happy to take the lead into the second half and really just kind of see the game out, add a couple more goals maybe, but main priority is keep that clean sheet and just make sure the team's playing well. I mean, for the most part of the second half, we were in control, I'd say. I mean, Crystal Palace, as you might would guess, didn't really go for it at all. They were kind of sitting back, and they would take their chances on the counter. I mean, we kind of controlled possession of this game. I think the possession ended up being somewhere close to like 60-40 in favor of Newcastle, and I think the shots were pretty in our favor too. I mean, that's what you would kind of expect from a game like this. And this really wasn't one of our finer efforts of the game. I mean, Tiote gets the ball on top of the box, tries to hit it right into the top netting, but ends up shooting to the outside of the park. Just an absolute rocket over the net. No chance of that going in at all. And 65th minute, Dybala breaks through, beats his man, and tries to beat the keeper at the near post, but ends up hitting the side netting. But I didn't mind too much. I mean, as long as we had the ball in their end and we're going for goal, and Palace weren't really attacking us, I had no problem with that. In the 80th minute here, this is exactly why I bought Dybala. Just cruises past his man with no problem. Tries to send the cross, but it actually ends up getting blocked for a corner. And we're just kind of making some quick subs, bringing some fresh legs, and see out the match. And then whenever I am winning a game late, I always pretty much just change up the midfield to make sure they have the freshest legs. Because whenever the opponent's on the attack, I always just kind of like to buzz around and try and just poke the ball loose and just sprint as far down the field as I can. Nothing really happens from the corner. I mean, this is pretty much in the game. Crystal Palace really didn't get anything going. They cleared the ball. I don't know why they would do that. I mean, they didn't even try to go on the attack. But I mean, I was pretty happy just to get the ball back, swing it across from Son, and I thought that was a pretty good chance. I mean, it just goes wide of the net. But we would end up getting another chance late in the game, 90th minute. We steal the ball right here quite easily. Sissoko passes the ball through to Dybala. Dybala one more time, crosses in, and Anita probably should have done better there. I mean, he headed the ball right towards Speroni, but doesn't matter. We hold on for all 3 points and get another victory. I mean, I would have liked to get 2, 3 goals this game, but I mean, I can't really complain, especially when we take all 3 points and pretty much dominate that game. And those are encouraging signs, I'd say. I mean, we need to take that going forward if we're gonna challenge for the top four. and beat out teams like Everton, Tottenham, Liverpool, even Man City. We definitely have our work cut out for us. I mean, like I keep mentioning, if we're gonna challenge for the top four, top five, even, we're gonna have to play pretty well because those top teams, especially Chelsea, they don't drop points very often. And yeah, transfer windows dwindling down weren't really ever gonna do any more business. We don't have any more money left. We have about $1 million, $20,000 per wages per week. And yeah, I'm surprised Chelsea actually didn't do many business. I mean, they bought some younger players as they usually do. But yeah, that's where this episode's gonna close out, guys. Here's the standings right now. We're 2-1-0, second place, game in hand on Aston Villa. So if we win our next game, we will be atop the table. Thank you guys for watching so much. See you next time.